Well, we're very honoured to be in the presence of Dr. Samuel Conway, better known to the larger furry community as Uncle Kage. Kage, welcome to ACTFur on air in MiDFur 11.
Why, thank you very much.
How are you finding the con so far?
Oh, it was easy. I got in a taxi and he knew where to find the hotel.
That's convenient.
Yes. Well, actually, I really do enjoy MiDFur. It's a delightful little gathering. They treat me very, very well, as you can see. Yeah. So I'm finding it immensely enjoyable.
Any particular highlights that you took back from? You were obviously down here. You were down here last year for the con as a special guest, and the surprise guest this year. Any stories that you've been taking back from last year that that you've been sharing with at Uncle Kage's Storytime Hour at AC?
There were stories that I took back, but I really can't share them, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it is Australia, after all.
What happens in Australia stays in Australia?
You got it, yeah.
Okay.
Except for these. I take these home with me. Right?
They might just make it to the hotel room.
Well, they might. Jacobs Creek, Chardonnay, Southeast Australia. We recommend it.
Early this year, fine animation Monsters vs. Aliens. Yeah. There just happens to be a cockroach in a lab coat, a very well-educated cockroach, mad scientist in a lab coat. Care to comment?
You know, when that film came out, dozens of people were emailing me, said, "Yo, that must be patterned after you. They know about your character." And I said, no, it was shut up already. No. Come on, anybody could come up with that concept. It's not necessarily me. It would be very conceited to think such a thing. No. And then somebody pointed out, in your capacity as a leading furry and chairman of Anthrocon, you have met a lot of people at DreamWorks. And I said, Oh.
This handsome fellow is Dr. Cockroach, Ph.D., the most brilliant man in the world.
They called me crazy, but I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Doctor, I'd prefer you didn't do your mad scientist laugh while I'm hooked up to this machine.
You can't crush a cockroach.
Well, I don't know, really. Let's put it this way. If it was patterned after me, I'm enormously flattered. If it wasn't, I guess I'm still enormously flattered because I thought of it first.
Well, and you've got Hugh Laurie voicing you. I mean, was there anyone else that you might have wanted to voice you? Maybe Russell Crowe?
Not Russell Crowe, no. I'm not really a Russell Crowe kind of guy. John Wayne, I think, would have been really nice. A good old American John Wayne accent there. But actually, if I had my choice, it would be Kelsey Grammer. I would love to have Kelsey Grammer voice me.
I think that would be perfect.
Well, I did have the opportunity to hear Kelsey Grammer say the word Anthrocon on the air, and I was like, oh, it was the second most delightful thing in the world for me. The first, of course, being Jacobs Creek. Of course. Yes. But that was on an American TV show that Anthrocon actually...
Back to you.
Yeah, yes, Back to You. It was featured on there, much to my surprise and delight.
Now, I actually want to talk to you about the Back to You episode. What was your initial reaction to that? Because I know there was a bit of an uproar within the fandom, like, oh, rah, you can't, this is, I mean, it's, especially after the CSI fiasco, especially after CSI, I think we were all very, we didn't want any more attention in popular culture as much as we kind of want and don't want it at the same time. What was your reaction to the episode?
Well, initially I was worried. Of course, we all were. What is going to come out of this? Especially, it kind of blindsided me. It came across my email as an email from a friend with a subject line, "You'd better look at this," and a YouTube link.
Usually I get them and they're just, Bank of Nigeria.
Well, exactly, but, I always put my money in the Bank of Nigeria because it might, hell, that $15 million is going to be mine one of these days. But the link, gave it a click, and here they're going through, just, no, not us, you've got to go to the convention center. And when he said, no, not Anthrocon, I would, oh.
I need you to go down to the convention center.
Why? What's it? Oh, no. No, not Anthrocon.
It's a big story, Gary. They get like 2,000 people every year.
What's Anthrocon?
Oh, my God. It's not just furries, it's us by name. Well...
It's a generic furry convention.
No, it's not the furry convention, it's Anthrocon. And having seen the episode, there were two things that I took away from it. One, if you watch that segment, they depict the furries as being, for the most part, well-adjusted, friendly, professional people having fun. It's the reporter who is the asshole, and that I thought really was very charming. And that was a very respectful way to treat us. And
Kind of turned it on its head.
well, exactly.
So let me ask you something. When you head home from this thing, are you tied to the hood of the car? Mark that one a keeper. Yeah. At the risk of getting personal, do you and your wife ever do it people style? Like you have a wife? Hey, relax, it's just for the gag reel. Finally, the hair got here an hour ago.
Not at all what I'd expected. I was pleasantly surprised, but the very fact that obviously Anthrocon has become enough of a Pittsburgh institution to be featured on the show by name, I felt extremely flattered by that. And also to hear Kelsey Grammer say Anthrocon, I was like,
You could have that as a ringtone.
I could. Yeah.
What's Anthrocon?
I just melt every time I hear it.
Just keep on calling yourself just to hear it.
I might.
All right, well, Kage, thank you very much for your time. It's been a delight.
You're very welcome.
And enjoy the rest of the con. Thank you.
This is Uncle Kage, and you're watching ACTFur On Air.
Hey, that's something everyone can enjoy.